Welcome to Drama Inbound, the most controversial podcast on the internet. Today, I'm your host, Daniel, and we've got PDK Jim again.
Thank you
Jacob,
very little. You're welcome even less.
Jacob will return next week. He's just going through different stuff.
So
No,
after he found out that his sister is dead, now he's trying to decide where to bury her.
I don't think that's the case, but he's in Spain right
Oh,
now. That's as far as I know.
Christ, they took the body that far. They're trying to hide the evidence of a crime.
My body lies over the ocean. Anyway,
Yes.
so since I don't really have any topics right now, we're just gonna go impromptu. Any drama that let's just go with something with. I heard about Putin saying
Uh,
if you vote for Trump, it's war. Oh no, if you vote for Hillary, it's war, and if you vote for Trump, it's peace. But I don't think he's referring to our country. I think he's referring to his reaction to our votes as if it's a threat.
mm,
And I'm like, if that's the case, well, I better move to Denmark.
well, yeah.
Because we're.
Honestly, I really don't have much to say about that because, I mean, if you think that you're going to get peace with voting with Donald Trump, you're wrong. You're really wrong. If you think you're going to get fucking war with
Well,
Hillary Clinton, yeah, who knows?
that one
The only
sounds
thing
more
we the
logical.
only thing we really do know is that the United States are going to go back to having an old white guy as president.
Yeah. And
Think about it.
yeah, Hillary does look like Bill and Drag, doesn't it?
Well,
How,
yeah.
how do we know they're. That explains why they're never in the same room. No. It's like,
Well, yeah.
what about that Democratic National Convention? That was another guy dressed up as Bill. You can make a man look like another man. It's just different.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, this whole electoral process is really just gone to absolute shit. It really has.
Oh, you know, it was already bad when we started it. It just got worse. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just like all these fucking smear campaigns going on either side, whether it's like, saying that Hillary's the spawn of Satan and deleting confidential emails, or it's just Donald Trump generally molesting his own daughter.
Well,
But
you know what? Vote for Cthulhu. Why choose the lesser of two evils?
yeah, yeah. I mean, Cthulhu would probably do a lot better for the world. All them tentacles. He could get a lot of shit done.
uh, yeah, I'm sure about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's always an utmost certainty when Cthulhu's going to be involved. That's for damn sure.
And you would think it's something bad, but you could turn around to something good. It's like President Cthulhu is actually working to decrease the population, so there is no overcrowding. It's like he's killing a bunch of people, and that's how they justify it. Working on
Well,
depopulation.
he'd be like the fucking. He'd be like the United States version of Gandhi is to fucking civilization. Like Gandhi's always set to zero, but when you want to put it on like any easier, he just flips to fucking 255 and becomes the most violent person on the face of the planet, wanting to nuke everyone. Yes, Cthulhu is kind, but he will murder your fucking face without the use of nukes.
All you have to do is stare in his eyes for approximately zero point 0.2 seconds.
I mean, yeah, that's always a possibility. But unless, of course, that you play the RPG that's on Steam of Cthulhu Saves the World.
I think,
You think I'm joking? I have that game on my fucking PC right now. It's an RPG game where you play as Cthulhu,
as I
and
will
he's
say,
aiming to get his powers back after he saves a fangirl princess from off the beach.
you know what I say? I say H.P. Lovecraft would be rolling over in his grave from that one.
I
It's like, this
was
isn't
rolling
how
around
I
if I could
invent
get
it.
out.
I mean, it's bad enough we got enough creepy pastas on the internet to do the same thing, you know?
Oh
But
yeah, I mean that's entirely.
why don't I just mention Ben Drowned?
Oh Jesus Christ, no, not that shit. Fucking Ben in the head. I think that's probably like the most recent of all of the creepypastas that have come out that have like had any real effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
That I can think of. That I can I mean, obviously, I don't think anyone has really done anything surrounding like Five Nights at Freddy's sister location or anything like that. But then again, they've got like the entire fucking fan base to work off with that one and all of the theories that come out with it. And
What
you
about
know how sick
Sonic.exe?
of Scott. Oh, Sonic.exe is just like a fucking fan-made piece of bullshit, really.
Yeah, but it's a
Because I
fun.
mean, you know, you've had you guys like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fun, but you know, I don't know whether you can like completely base a creepy pasta like just strictly around like a fan-made game. I mean, you probably could, but
You
I
know,
mean, the
think
thing
of
is
like the
that
Pokemon ones. You know, you can make the ghost one creepy black, but you can't make the buried
well,
alive one
yeah,
for some odd reason.
no, because I mean, it's like the thing is that you know all of these stories came out like when the games were out. There was like no fan games or anything that was made at the time. It was only until like these creepy pastas were, you know, they were discussed and they were put on like a public forum and stuff like that. Then someone had decided to think, oh, I can like hack this game. I can get into the coding and shit like that. I can just give you this one Pokemon that will fucking absolutely destroy everything in one hit.
Unfortunately,
And this
I
that.
played that copy. I played Creepy Black, and unfortunately, the one hit KO only works on anything but normal type because you're a freaking ghost. Ghost
Yeah.
or no? It's like, why did you actually have to put logic? It's supposed to match the creepy pasta, not logic.
Well, yeah, because I mean, obviously, you give with one hand, you take away with the other.
Yeah.
But then again, that's like complete and utter bullshit as well, because one of the first fucking Pokemon that you come across in the older games is either like Pidgey or Rattata. And what are they in the old games? Fucking normal types. So you wouldn't even be able to get out of fucking wherever the fuck it is that he comes from. I can't fucking remember. The name slips
Pallet
by.
Town. Pallet Town.
Pallet Town, thank you. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to get out of Pallet Town because you were just surrounded by Rattatas and fucking Pidgeys and all of this shit, who are fucking normal types.
The script kitty giveth and the script kitty taketh away.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, I've done my share of game hacking. One time I hacked a Mario 64 to make it look like Luigi was what the princess was cheating on Mario with Luigi, and she told him, "Come to sign the divorce papers." I made that shit real. And then Bowser's even in on it. It's like, "I'm here to prevent you from getting to Luigi."
Yeah, but see, the thing is as well, is like, again, if you were to watch something like Game Theory as well, they even go as far as to say that it was like Luigi who the princess was seeing and not Mario.
Yeah,
Because
and
it's like been put out that Mario is just this absolute fucking self-centered psychopath.
yeah.
Which is why I don't like the fucker anyway. Because he's always fucking self-centered, it's always Mario, 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 Mario,
Yeah,
Mario.
you don't hear, "It's a you, Luigi." You hear, "It's a me, Mario."
And he's just like, oi, Luigi, get the fuck over there now. Let me jump on your head so I can make this fucking gap.
It's like Sonic to Tails. Like, okay, I need you to fly me over there. Thanks. Now go the fuck away.
Well, yeah. But that's the thing, though. At least fucking Tails is useful when you can do it in fucking co-op mode. Whereas Mario Brothers, you couldn't do that shit.
Yeah.
Not until like the very least in like some of the fucking later games. Earliest back that I can fucking think of, where co-op was like an actual thing, was actually no, it wasn't.
Actually, if you count the
Mario.
original Mario Bros.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could do that as like a co-op, but then it was like you were both going through the level one after the other, though. It's not like you were both doing it at the same time. But the thing is, was it Super Mario Brothers 2 where they first implemented co-op?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think it was, because I thought you could do like co-op on that one, but it was like one of the later games that you could do co-op, but I don't think it was until... Oh god, it wasn't like. I mean, if you were to go like say strictly co-op, where you're either helping. Well, yeah, you could probably say Superstar Saga, but even then, I would probably go as far as to say like Mario Kart. Even though, yeah, you could do like fucking co-op, but you were still like playing against each other. But instead of like working co-op with each other.
Oh well, if you mean being on the same screen at the time, I would say.
Well, yeah, it would be probably be Mario Kart, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you know, Sonic got that within the fucking second game.
Oh god, please. I don't actually. He didn't start. Well, no, you're right. He did 2-player. But actually, what really gets me is you've seen all these stupid Sonic games. Sonic Drift. Why is
Oh,
Sonic in a
Jesus.
car? Why is Sonic like
Yeah, if
Sonic?
this is a creature that can run at 725 miles an hour, why the fuck would he need a Lamborghini?
And
Seriously.
what's even worse is, even though Sonic R wasn't the best game, it actually did something right. Racing
Yeah.
with characters, as they
Yeah.
are. It's not like, oh, we're gonna drive a car. And yet, the worst part is, they made a sequel to Sonic Drift. They didn't of Sonic R.
Yeah,
Something's
well,
ass backwards.
well, at least you ain't getting into the territory of doing like Sonic '06 or Sonic Boom or any of that shit, because that
Well,
stuff was just absolutely fucking awful.
Sonic 06 I could deal with, but it was very glitchy. I never really played the game all the way through, but the plot was decent enough. But when you get to,
Decent,
like,
fuck off.
well, I said decent, like, not for a Sonic game, but in of plots itself, it was decent. I mean, I've seen way better. Like, the plot of Sonic 1 is better than the plot of Sonic 06. But if you were just trying to make a movie that had nothing to do with Sonic, it was a bad plot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. No, a plot in fucking Sonic games, it's just like two things that don't exactly go together. Ooh, he stole emeralds. I must get them back. Wait, he's turned all of my animal friends into robots. Stomp on the robots to free the animals. Like,
but in Sonic 06, it's like, oh, I've got to save a princess, which is kind of
no, the fucking weird.
retroactive here, Mario.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're like stealing Mario's plot. It's like, no furry creatures. Hey, would you like to have a princess?
With your dick? Because that is eventually what
and she's going to do you while you're dead.
This is only like the specialist side of fucking Tumblr we've touched here at the minute.
Wait, it's a Tumblr fanfic. That's what Sonic 06 is. I figured
Oh,
it
that's
out.
exactly what it is. This is like a fucking Sonic X Raider fucking game. That's exactly what it is. And then Sonic penetrates you at 725 miles an hour. Congratulations, you've lost all your rings. Hold on for dear fucking life. Brings a whole new meaning to fuck me running, doesn't it?
Hey, you think now? I can't really say anything about Sonic Boom, not because it's not bad, because it's all god awful, but because I haven't played it. Although what I've seen, it's god awful.
Oh yeah, exactly. Don't play the fucking game.
I've been a Sonic fan, die hard, since
Yeah.
Sonic 1.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, when I also followed the comics.
Yeah.
And when they rebooted the comics, because of the Ken Penders incident, which I won't go into too much detail, some person who got their intellectual copyright sued to have his characters removed.
Yeah.
Which succeeded for him. So
yeah.
And Archie had to redo the story. I'm like, okay, this is turning out to be Sonic Boom all over again. So I lost it. Sonic Boom killed it, and obviously the reboot of Archie killed it. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like when Peter Griffin hits his knee and goes, ah, or the British version, bugger.
Well, it'd probably be like that, or it's just like, if you're anything like me, you just fall on the floor and go, oh, you dozy cunt.
But you know, as it turns out, at this point, Sonic is dead to me. I was a diehard until Sonic Boom. I could live with Sonic 06. I could live with that Unleashed. Shoot, I could even live with the Sega All-Star Racing.
Yeah.
Which wasn't even Sonic-based, you just had Sonic as one of the characters.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's like some companies like that. I mean, Sega in particular. I'm trying to remember the last Sega game that it was that I played. I believe it was Binary... It was what?
Probably Adventure. Or 2.
No, it wasn't Adventure. Last one... I mean, like, the last Sega-made game that I played was Binary Domain. I actually played that on my live stream for the channel. And... you know, I played it in two parts. I think I played one on the end of one live stream, and then the day afterwards I did another live stream of where I played the rest of Binary Domain. First one didn't get no copyright strikes at all for having like any of the cutscenes or any music or anything like that like involved in the video. But the second time that I live streamed it, it had fucking copyright notice after copyright notice after copyright notice after copyright notice. And it wasn't from the gameplay. It wasn't from me, like, criticising the game, where it had just gotten completely stupid, where I'd fallen through a bridge several fucking times, where it just breaks up in different fucking pieces. And, you know, you step on one piece and you just fucking fall through when it's not completely broken off the fucking bridge. It was just all due to fucking cutscenes. I was like, well, if they've not done it for, like, the first half of the fucking game, where most of the exposition is going to fucking be, why in the fuck do you want to put copyright notices on the second half of the fucking game where shit's going to be fucking revealed? Yeah, obviously, you might want to keep the fucking secret a little bit, but you ain't going to do no fucking keeping of secrets when the top of a fucking building is exploding, a satellite is falling from said fucking building, through said fucking building. What exposition are you going to get from there when you've already pretty much reached the end of the fucking game anyway, the plot point has already been fucking revealed, and you want to give me copyright fucking notices over a fucking explosion? Fucking Sega!
Well, yes, Sega is and Yuji Naka left Sonic Team a while back. So, basically, after... What was the last Sonic game before anything with Boom?
I actually believe that it might have been Sonic 06.
Well, I thought Unleashed came after 06, but I could be wrong.
Well, again, I don't know.
But I do know that after... I could even stand the horrible Sonic X. I mean, I hated Chris Thorndike. He didn't need to be there. He didn't need to exist.
No.
But, I mean, he was like... You know how there are a couple shows where there is an unnecessary character.
Yeah.
That didn't even need to begin to be there.
Yeah.
And then that's Chris Thorndike. And the complete cast behind him.
Yeah.
But I could live with that. And then Sonic Boom happened. I'm like, I'm going to take this chain I have, wrap it around my neck, tie myself to a fan, and hope I hang.
Well, yeah, at least try and do it off a fucking coat peg, because then that way at least you try to stick to the wall at least for 5 minutes.
Well, this chain actually has little points on it, so I'd probably have stuff going through my neck at the same time I'd hang, so...
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah.
Nothing like hanging yourself with a few puncture wounds.
Yeah.
Kids, don't try this at home, seriously.
Or
Seriously.
anywhere.
We're just two old dudes who are rambling on about video games and politics at the minute.
And yes, this is drama, so...
Drama!
Remember, as I said, there is nothing off limits except tentacle porn.
Yeah, moving on. Well, I mean, it's like what you've been saying as well. It's like Sonic Boom had just completely fucked everything up. I'll just say one thing. Character design.
I mean...
How fucking bad did they all look? Knuckles went from an echidna to...
to Mark McGuire on steroids.
No, if he was Mike McGuire on steroids, he wouldn't have looked like he fucking skipped leg day. He looked like fucking Nipples the Enchilada, really. It sure is cold out here.
Yeah, I'm like, and to think, you know, there was a joke video that says, hey, you know he's been taking steroids because he doesn't have any genitals. Like, wait, he never had those either. But yeah, I'm not the big, bad, tough guy, am I?
Yeah. That and they made Sonic into a total fucking idiot as well.
It's like a mixture of a douche and a hipster at the same time. Jesus,
is such a thing possible?
I dread to imagine it.
Oh no, wait, just give him a douche knot and a big fucking beard. Oh yeah, I've actually seen people like that. Move on, quick. Move on. Do something, please.
Disclaimer: this is not for the faint of heart, even though we've already discussed something that's so horribly inexplicable.
What? Trump? Oh, no. Yeah, we did do Trump and Clinton, didn't we?
Yeah, I was thinking of an odd slogan for Trump.
Yeah.
My campaign's gonna be huge.
Huge. Biggest campaign you've ever seen. We'll have it built by Mexicans and China.
And as for Clinton, Meme Destroyer 2016.
Oh no, she ain't a meme destroyer. She's like the savior of memes. She has given us of the internet so much fucking ammunition to work with. It's untrue.
Well, no, but she's ruined other memes like Yas. Although I hate that one.
Yes, daddy.
I'm kind of glad that one's dying. But she also had one that she dabbed on the Ellen Show. She fucking dabbed.
Yeah, but mind you, there was also that thing as well about I guess we're going back onto fucking politics at this point, where there was a story about Hillary Clinton was either photographed or videoed apologising to an unemployed miner about saying that she wanted to put like the mining business completely out of business and just make it obsolete and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, I could make a joke about Hillary and a mine shaft, but I don't think I will. But I think it's just safe to say that that Bill hasn't worn his hard hat in a very long time.
Wow. I don't think you have
Smells like dead canary down here.
I don't think you have to make the joke. I think it was already implied, but...
Well, yeah, exactly.
Another thing that really bothers me is... you know how they say trickle-down economics? I'm like, it doesn't work. So let me put it to you like this. You raise the cost of living. You have to raise the minimum wage. But when you raise the cost of living, everything goes up.
Yeah.
So basically, the minimum wage is worth the same as the old minimum wage.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if you were to say, for example, like, minimum... Because I don't know how it works over there. I really don't. So I'm just, like, going to go from, like... Just brain fine. So if we were to say like minimum wage was like $10 an hour or something like that, and then cost of living goes up, then that would probably mean that minimum wage would go up to like $15 an hour or something like that. Again, brain farting. I'm not entirely sure of the fucking numbers, but obviously to increase the pay for minimum wage, you would probably want to put it at something, say, like $25 or $30 an hour. So at least then that way you can get your rent covered. You can, at least put some money aside for like bills and food and shit like that. So at least if you're going to make a living and, be able to actually, inverted commas, live, then, of course the wage has to fucking go up because, saying that the living wage is going up or like the price of housing is having to go up, then of course, like you've said, everything has to fucking follow along as well. So obviously if there's already this dispute of, we're only earning $10 an hour, we deserve $15 an hour, it's like, right, okay, you can get your $15 an hour, but everything else is going to go up as well. So then, it's going to go, we're only earning $15 an hour, we weren't $20 an hour. Okay, fine, fair enough. Everything else goes up again. We're only earning 20, we want blah, blah, blah. And it's just going to be this big fucking rough circle of shit going on where... you're going to get an increase in money, but then all of a sudden, oh, wait, my electricity is costing more than it normally does. Oh, wait, my gas is costing more than it normally would. Wait, my phone bill, my this, my that, my other is all costing a lot fucking more.
Oh, so, crap, my milk is $10 a jug. When did this happen?
Well, yeah, exactly. Because the thing is like, once everything starts fucking going up, people are just going to complain to the fact where it's going to be to the point of, we're only earning $10,000 an hour, we deserve $15,000 an hour. Okay, right, you can get that. Let's move everything else up again. Where a penthouse in fucking New York City is probably going to cost something along the region of $50 million fucking dollars. Who's going to be filling them all up? Fucking waitresses! Seriously, come on! But you can see where I'm coming from. It's like they're going to try and make the economy so fucking strong by raising the prices of everything else that even the homeless are going to end up like fucking Donald Trump. I got lots of change. I got huge change. We got all of the change we need for America. We find it in the cracks of the pavement. China.
And we got huge dicks. Okay, that part was a lie. We just wanted to say it because you wanted to act like Donald Trump.
Clinton, fucking Trump's hands. I should measure my hands up against Trump's and just be like, yeah, I don't know.
But what I find really funny is I don't even know what trickle down economics mean, but I think I'd call that trickle up because everything just goes up.
Yeah, because I'm guessing it's just basically like the same as, you know, what I've just kind of, I wouldn't say raged about, just ranted about. It's just like trickle down economics is just where the price of stuff is just eventually going to drop down. So it's just like bit by bit sort of deal, or it might go up because obviously if the economy is going to just like gradually go down, then obviously not as much stuff is going to sell, which must then mean that the price of stuff is going up and people can't afford it as much. To the point where this might actually just cause like a fucking homeless epidemic sort of deal. Is like, you know, they're kind of like upping the prices as much. It's just like kind of pushing the counter on an abacus, just like to over to one side ever so slightly. And it's like you keeping the one for like all of like minimum wage and stuff all down to one side, where you're just pushing housing along, just going like, yeah, 1 million and 2. What's that minimum wage? You want more? No, just stay there a minute. Okay, housing, up we go. 1 million and 3. Sorry, what was that minimum wage? Okay, 15. 1 million and 4. Sorry, what? You want some more? Oh, okay. 16. 1 million and 5. Are you homeless yet? All of our money back. So yeah, but I'm guessing that's roughly what this is like an idiot's fucking point of view. This is like what trickle down economics is that eventually the price of stuff is just going to go up higher and higher and higher, ever so slightly. So you could say like a cent or two like a week or some shit like that. So you could get your gas at like, I don't know, fucking $8.50, and then you go back next week, it's $8.52. You go back the next week, $8.55. Go back the next week, $8.60. Go back the next week, $12.54. But
so for all of those complaining about minimum wage, shut the fuck up. Waitresses sometimes have it worse than you.
And strippers earn a lot more than fucking teachers do. Just saying.
That's true, but I'm just saying, people complaining about the minimum wage going up. If you go up, you're going to cause our demise, and I'm going to kill you during the purge.
Well, no, you see, the thing is that, you know, there are people out there who are just trying to earn a living because, you know, you can have like all of your government benefits, like, well, I mean, like, as you know, like you've got your government benefits as I've got mine. Of course, I'm going through difficulties with mine at the minute. Yeah, you know, obviously you've got yours, you get your money to like live off of.
Well, there's also the fact that you can have 2 jobs. I mean, I don't.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, like you can have 2 jobs, but then again, you know, if you're barely even scraping by enough with that, then, you know, the price of the minimum wage would, you know, I can see where they're coming from. Yeah, it could go up, it could go down, but to say that it would go down would be like an economic disaster, that you'd be throwing all of these people pretty much out onto the streets, and these are like people who have got kids and stuff like that. You know, it can just be a disaster. Right, dude, can we just pause the podcast a minute? Because I got yeah, we'll just say technical difficulties and have like fucking Spanish fly playing or something.
Okay, we're back. So.
Yes. Silence.
I kill you. No.
No.
Wrong silence.
Yes, indeed.
Silence. Night.
Oh, I fucking love Ahmed. Probably one of the best characters he's come out with, like aside from like Walter.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liked Melvin. I mean, even though he was a one-time thing, the jokes were pretty on point. It's like, aha! Oh, I can't see through silicone.
Yeah. I did like Malvin, but he just didn't get over as well as like everybody else did. But yeah, that's just the way it goes.
Same with Sweet Daddy D.
Look, Sweet Daddy D was fucking hilarious.
I know.
Love Sweet Daddy D.
Why didn't he bring him back either? That's what's really bad.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, because I mean, you know, you got to look at the climate as well as like the way things are. Some people might take it as like being a little too offensive or shit like that, but I mean, it's like the same thing. You know, saying that there's Terry Fator as well because he had
Yeah.
a black character called Julius as well. I don't know like whether he still uses him, but you know, he had said like in an interview that he had like African American people coming up to him and telling him how much they actually like the character of Julius.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Sweet Daddy D was fucking hilarious. I loved him.
I loved his joke, even though it's already obvious of NASCAR.
Yeah.
Gonna make a left turn. Like, I don't even like. I mean, I know a lot of rednecks and people like NASCAR, but
Yeah.
I was never a sports person, so that was far off my mind.
Yeah.
I'm now catching up with stats of football at this point,
Yeah.
but I don't really care if I miss them or not, because you can always check them later.
Yeah.
But except for football, I'm still not interested in much sports.
Mm.
I'm one of those guys who'd rather play them than watch them.
Yeah.
But, you know, with my asthma, it's kind of going to be a little hard to do
Well,
so.
yeah. Yeah.
So I'd probably be pulling a Forrest Gump and playing ping pong.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even then, like like nowadays, the same like guys who play poker are considered as being like athletes as well.
Well, damn. In that case, sign me up for the world fucking tour.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically you could, because I mean, like they do qualifiers and stuff online and shit now. Like as far as I'm aware, like you can go onto like whichever website it is.
But you still need money. I mean, they don't just give you $250,000. You have to like bring your own money, and I don't even.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I'm not sure like what some of the buy-ins are, but obviously it's like, you know, you're taking X amount of dollars or whatever it is, and then you're playing against everybody else, and then obviously you move that through until like the tournament or some shit like that. So, but again, I'm not like entirely sure on how it works, but you know, like I know that they do like qualifiers online and all of this shit. So
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I will bluff the shit out of some people. See, I used to have a game on the Super Nintendo called Vegas Stakes.
Yeah.
And I had this plan. Like at first, you play smart, but when you get to the big buy-ins, you do this.
Yeah.
If you have more money than the buy-in, which there's an unlimited max bet, what I do is I bet the amount of money everybody else has.
Yeah.
So 2 people are going to lose. Because, you know, except me, because I made sure I had more money. But if you think about it like this, you could bet 500,000 and everybody else would have to either follow you or fold.
Yeah.
And if they all follow you, by that logic, 2 people will automatically lose. 2 people will automatically be out of the table. Now, this is only a 4 people on a table, so it's not like real poker where there could be up to 6 people, 8 people. But it's a good strategy because you could knock down you could give yourself more of a chance with the amount of cards you have. And you could really knock down the competition and take their money. If you're the winner, you essentially basically beat everybody.
Well, yeah, but then again, obviously going with like that logic as well, then of course you're leaving yourself open to get like beaten as well. Because obviously, if you put that tact in of, you know, I've got $750,000 and I may as well bet 500,000. Then obviously if someone calls you out on it, then
Well, it
you
could
know.
not be a bluff. You could just make a call early in the game, raise early in the game of that.
Mm,
But there's also the fact of people will say, I fold, I fold, I fold, and you win nothing. You just get what money was already in the pot and your money back.
well, yeah, exactly. So then it's like you just gradually like winning small blinds and big blinds and stuff like that. But then, of course, the fact of the matter is, if you keep playing off that strategy, everyone's going to see through it and just be like, yeah, he hasn't got anything, and then blah 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 blah.
Yeah, and then there might be one person who does this. There's two folds, so you're not going to get them, and there's one guy who'll go all the way in. They'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll pull that off. So even though
Well,
and then you might end up losing because he somehow gets a hand of four aces.
yeah. Because I mean, that's always a possibility. Because it's just like you're playing against the numbers more than anything else.
Yeah. But if you know how to card count, which is technically illegal in Vegas,
Yeah.
if you do it in your head, you can only go so far, but they can't throw you out for card counting in your head until you win a lot of money using it.
Mm. But even then, it's not like you're going to have a few cards put down and then you're just going to be like, right, so the next one's going to be a queen, the next one's going to be an ace, the next one's going to be a five.
Basically, it's like, okay, my chances of getting this are 22%. My
Yeah.
chances of getting a numbered card are 12.
Mm. Because, I mean, obviously, card counting's card counting, whether you do it in head or you just yell out, I'm getting an ace next!
And card counting is more useful in blackjack than it is in poker.
Mm.
Because face cards and tens are all worth 10. So therefore it'd be like, oh well, you have a 16 out of 52 chance of getting a 10.
Yeah.
But only 4 in getting an ace. So
Well, yeah, exactly.
you basically got a 1 in 4 chance of getting a 10, while you've got a 1 in 16 of getting an ace.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, that doesn't help any.
No, exactly. So,
So,
but then again, it's like you have to take into consideration what cards they already have down and what cards you already have down.
right, and in blackjack, some of them are unknown, just like in poker. It's like,
Yeah, well, I know like an ace is like either a 1 or 11. And then the rest of the cards just go by value, except obviously, like you said, with the face cards and the 10s all count as 10s.
But in poker, it's a lot harder because, see, in blackjack, they use multiple decks. They don't just use one deck.
Mm.
They use like a mixture of 8 decks shuffled together.
Yeah.
So you've got like, oh my gosh, you've got to add the math. In poker, they do only use one deck. And you are unknown into what your opponent has. Like, let's say you have 1, 2, and you want 3 more for whatever god awful reason.
Like a straight flush, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, you don't know how many they have either. It's like, do they have
exactly, because... Well, yeah, because you can either go like you can go like with a straight with the numbers, or you can go like a straight with like the suit as well. So like
there was this one game I was playing with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically a game of showdown, everything you could see. So I pulled out a card, and then I handed him a king.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, there's nothing to see here. I mean, I've got a card, he's got a king. That doesn't mean anything. He's got king high. He bets. I call.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out another king for him and something else for me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. And just before I get any further, I shuffled the deck.
Mm.
So this is getting weird. I'm like, okay, pair of kings. I can do this. I can deal with him. Well, I pulled out another card for myself, and I give him another king.
Yeah.
So anybody at that point would be like, fold. Guess what stupid me does?
Yeah, I call.
Yeah, and then I give him another king. I'm like, okay, I quit. I'm like,
so there's like 5 kings on the fucking table. How the fuck does that work?
There's four, but I haven't even drawn the 5th card yet. I'm like, how in the hell? And I shuffled So it's like, was I reverse stacking it?
No, it's entirely possible because you put your heart in the cards.
Well, yeah. I mean, my dad wasn't always a great winner at poker, but there he got his big win.
Yes, I won $7.53.
Oh yeah, one time I won out of a whole $209.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I mean, he always gives me 20 to start
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
but won a whole $209. I'm like, well, maybe I could be a poker champion
Eventually.
if I had the money.
Yeah,
If I had
exactly.
209,000, I'd probably go try.
Oh yeah. If you had 209,000, you'd just be like, right, fuck it, I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah, it's like
I'm taking a much needed vacation.
I'll see you when I'm rich.
Yeah.
If you don't see me, then I'm not rich. I'm homeless, and I've got an STD from a prostitute. I don't know how the hell that happened, but it'll happen.
The best $209,000 of my life.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to. We're gonna wrap this up, and thank you for being on.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Always
And
fun.
I hope our listeners will tune in again next week.